So, Booktube games are starting in a couple weeks. Can you tell what team I'm on? Yes, guys, it's me, Blue. I am so excited the Booktube games are starting in a couple weeks. I am, of course, on Team Hogwarts as a Ravenclaw and someone who is a total Potterhead. I'm very excited by the games. There are other different teams. Some of them I actually had to look up because I was like, why is this a team? Like, some of them make sense, like Camp Half-Blood for the Percy Jackson series, Neverland for so many different series, but I could not figure out for the life of me where Derry, Maine fell in, so I had to look that up. Stephen King universe. And then the last one was Kittendale? I don't know. It has to do with Grisha, the Grishaverse. I haven't read any of those books. They're on my TBRs. I just haven't had a chance to get them yet because I have so many other books in mind. So that starts on February 1st, and already there is smack talk, and already people are coming up against each other. It's so fun. I have met so many cool new booktubers. I've got a lot more subscribers because of it, because they're all like, oh, she exists. We should actually find her channel and talk to her. So that's kind of cool. I'm so excited by this whole universe. It's going to be epic. It's going to be so much fun. Now, I'm not going to do a TBR video for it, mostly because I do have my Valentines, and I also have a book battle in February, so things are already going to be all up in the air. And then there's a lot of things going on at my library, and we're hoping to start another book club, another book for our book club. So everything's kind of, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to tell you about is that I'm an idiot. I'm doing a buddy read with Alyssa, and I've mentioned it before, and it's for The Last Olympian, which is the Rick Riordan series, with Percy Jackson again. And it's so fun, and I made it like where I think I'm about halfway through the book because there's 24 chapters, and I just reached chapter 12, and we've kind of been going back and forth, and I read 2 or I read 1 and that kind of thing, and it's a lot of fun. I've actually been listening to the audiobook, which goes back today, and I can't renew it because it's somebody else wants it. So I'm like, oh crud. And the funny thing is, the really funny thing is that I had a paper copy of the book, and I thought, I'm listening to the audiobook. I don't need to have a paper copy because I'm not going to need it. So now I have to finish the book. I can't finish the book today. It's already done. So I went to Hoopla, and I've got an e-reader, an e-book. I don't like e-books. I don't like having to read on my phone. Maybe if I had like a Kindle or a Nook or Kobo or something that I could read on, then it might be different, but not my phone. It just bothers me. Having to scroll with my thumb just drives me crazy. Cannot do it. Irks me. It's one way of reading that I have not been able to get into. I can get into other different styles of reading, but that one just drives me absolutely mad. So, and that being said, so I am hoping next week at some point to, number 1, do a book tag, because I found a really cool one, and number 2, I'm hoping to do a bullet journal video, because hopefully by that point I will know about my book battle and I'll be able to kind of gauge that kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to that. I also need a unique setup because I have to be able to look down. I'm hearing my kids. I have to be able to look down, but I also have to be able to like move on the table. So it's going to be it has to be something that I can see and also that I can work. And I've done it before, but it was such a headache. Sorry, my kids needed my attention. Highlight of being a booktuber mom. But the thing is, like I'm really enjoying the read along, or the buddy read. So there's lots of stuff going on right now that I've got to finish, and there's lots of stuff that I have going on in the future that I want to get done. But again, I need a unique setup for that. So it's going to be interesting. We'll have to see how it works out. We'll have to see what I can find. So if you guys do any kind of overhead kind of style, I'd love to find out what you're doing. I know that there is a plan to kind of do a live feed or a live stream on Sunday. I couldn't tell you what time because nobody saw me. I'll just be like, oh yeah, you're invited to a live stream, and I'll be like, okay, oh hi, now I'm there. So we'll have to see what kind of adventure comes from that. It's an overwhelming, like, this whole universe is just so cool. Getting to be on the Discord app with all these booktubers and finding out what kind of books they read, and that I'm like the oldest one there. It's crazy. And like we're just having a lot of fun and getting to know each other and talking about books. It's literally like a huge online book con. It's so fun. Oh my goodness. So what's going on right now is obviously the book battle, which ends on the 26th. And I have a handful of stuff I still have to read for that. I am, like I said, doing my last Olympian. And I'm also reading, hold on, gotta find my page. I'm also reading, I have to read The Hunt of the Unicorn, because I need a book with a quest. That is one that I was really interested in anyway. I'm reading Dealing with Dragons, and I'm reading Hooking for Trouble. So those are my last three that I have to read for the book battle. That isn't my buddy read. For the Booktubeathon. Sorry. For the Booktube games, the one thing I have to do is the first week I have to do the book club read, which is Strange the Dreamer, which has been on my TBR, I think, for a long, long time. So I'm kind of excited by that. There's also a 24-hour readathon, which I kind of hope to do in the spring, but it looks like that's going to be pushed up to the third week in February. So we'll have to see what happens. So there are all different challenges throughout the month that are going to be happening. So I'm super excited for that. I'm watching different chats pop up on my feed. And so it's kind of fun. I'm having so much fun with just like everything that's going on in this universe. So thank you to all of you who have subscribed. I am still hoping to do a giveaway of one of my homemade gifts when I hit 100 subscribers. So if you subscribe to me and you want to recommend me to your friends, I would love to have them as subscribers as well. Let's see if I can get up to 100. I reached 50 this week. I'm so excited. I honestly didn't think I was going to make over 20. So I'm, yay! 50. So definitely check me out next week. I have a lot of things in my mind and a lot of things going on, and yeah, so that's it for me. Support your local library. Knowledge is power, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.